Okay, this is Bakari again with Mac Photography Tips. This one is dealing with what's called low-res photos or low-res images, and those are the photos that you take, say, with your iPhone camera or any other kind of camera that has low-res photos, which maybe say like maybe 1 megapixel or 2 megapixel. Those the size of those photos may not be large enough, or typically not large enough for, say, a 4x6 or 8x10, but you still want to be able to print them. Well, what you can do in Aperture or iPhoto is that you can resize these images in order for them to print. So let me give you an example. If you notice, I dragged this photo over here. This is an iPhone camera photo, and you get this little yellow warning that it is not large enough for a large printing. This book size here is about 8x13, I believe. So what you want to do is select the photo and make sure this button up here is selected, and you want to resize it by holding down the shift key and then dragging until that warning sign disappears. And when it does, that's telling you that this is small enough to be printed pretty well, fairly well in an iPhoto book or Aperture book. Okay, now the nice thing about Aperture and iPhoto is that they also have a small book format, which pretty much, if you dump photos in that small book format, it will accept these low-res photos. But if you still want to be able to print in a large format book, this is the way you do it. Now, some layouts in Aperture have some small photo boxes for which you can just drag your photos in, and you can notice that they are already small enough to be printed. But in this case, if you check it in this one, you get that warning sign again, so you have to resize it, hold down the shift key and resize, and then you have to kind of redesign the book the way you want it. So being able to print low-res photos is not impossible. It just means you have to resize them in Aperture or iPhoto.